All right, sir.
Alrighty.
Use this to get our feet wet. Why does this say fitness and sport? I don't know what I touched. Shut up. I thought you. I thought. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Latasha McDowell, your luxurious life real estate agent here in Tallahassee, Florida. So this evening, I'm a little early, number one. Number two, I'm early because I'm excited. I have my special guest this evening, which is you're my social media man brand. Who are you? He's
Business
a
consultant.
he's my business consultant, social media brand. He's the magic behind the curtain, I guess. I don't know. And hi from Brooklyn. And so this is Mr. Roderick, but I'm the only person allowed to call him that. So he's going to tell you what he wants to be called and respect that. All right, so tell us about yourself.
Captain Capo Grim. Business consultant. I help her with monetizing, but I am CEO of Aria Verde House LLC, co-founder of Jet Fuel 420 Studios, and pretty much I help you with. She does a lot, right? So she needs really somebody who can just help and assist on putting everything she do in the right position, and that's just what I do with her.
So he is really understating. Hey, I love. Hey Jay, I love you too. Okay, so he is really being modest, which I'm not gonna let him get away with. So he is the person whom has made my social media a thriving business. I was just a little old real estate girl out here making these random little TikToks here and there and everywhere, posting randomly, no kind of schedule, no kind of regulated content, just out here in these social media streets. And what he did was he started pimping me.
Definitely.
No, no, he's organized everything for me, which has made as you can see, my social media has exploded. And it's exploding in other areas as well, on YouTube, here on TikTok. My IG's growing, my Facebook's growing. So he is the brainchild behind it. So I brought him on, especially for us whom are content creators or striving to be content creators, as well as those who are in the business or want to be in the business and trying to figure out how to go from your followers to become your actual clients. So that's why he's here. Okay. So if you have any questions, and also, of course, always, if you have any real estate questions, I'm here. So let's talk about what's one of the first things you did for me.
Um, like I said, you had a lot already. You have more than a lot of people have, and that's why I say a lot. So I really want to be honest. Um, Creation of content and then monetizing content because social media is a very various platforms that you gain followers, you gain supporters, but you really don't have any monetary or any money coming in from these supporters unless you have like subscription based platforms, which is YouTube, Patreon, OnlyFans, and little things of that nature. So I just pretty much took the content you had and then we the way you liked, made it, and you know what I'm saying, cultivated it and put it on those platforms to then, you know what I mean, take advantage of the supporters who really want to support.
So, again, the modesty, gotta love it. Yes, I did have a lot of material, and if you know me a little while, you know that I am very much so particular about things, because I'm a person that it has to be done in a certain order, in the right order. And I'm a person who operates in a vision. And initially, you know, you see us and it's like we're juxtaposed, we're so different, but we're really very the same. We really vibe on the same vibration. So it's like he'll send me a text and he already know I'm about to call and he already got the answers prepared because he know I'm like, who? What? What that mean? Huh? But we vibrate on the same level. So since we vibrate on the same level, he really understands, my vision. And in that part, he teaches me how, okay, this is what you need to put on your storyline. This is the kind of content that people gravitate towards. You're on a good path, but I need you to expound here and expound there. So that's pretty much what he does for me. So he's like my social media business coach in that aspect. So for me, what Rod does, I really just give him the raw material, right? It's just like I just put a lump of coal in his lap, and then a lump of gold, and then he molds the gold in a direction in which it needs to go. And like really, quiet is kept. He's as you can see, he's a quiet guy. He's a thinker. He kind of reminds me of what's the guy name of the Neptunes? Pharrell. He's kind of like Pharrell. It's like he can see the vision, and then he manipulates it to turn the colors that it needs to color. So, are you a Virgo?
Pisces.
Oh, I did not know you were a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. Okay, so y'all already know. All right, move on. I got a little too excited, but that's probably why we vibe on the same level. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. All right.
February 27th.
February 23rd. See that? Okay. All right then. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, a little bit about what the Patreon for. Okay, no, let's go back up. We're gonna go to content creation. Mm-hmm. So, with real estate and probably with any of your business, there's a lot of directions you can go, right? So for me, it's always trying to figure out, what do you guys want to know about, and is it a really relevant topic? So that's where, Rock comes in. It's I give him this video or whatever I've done, and then he manipulates it in a manner that my message is delivered clearly. Now here, when you are on TikTok, y'all just get it how I live. But if you're going on my YouTube or the other one's what, Patreon, you'll see it in a more regulated format, right? So like here, the topics kind of, hey Darlene, here the topics kind of flow in and out, and what he does is he puts it all together. Hey Pilar, he kind of puts it all together. So when you go to that video library, that's why I was saying it's a video library. He is the librarian that puts all the content together. So when you guys do go to research information, he's put it together for you. So that's what Rod does for me. So I'm gonna take it back. That's what Rod does for us, right? So if you have a business, he is the man that you need, right? Because he's the one, like we're having an argument about my background.
Okay. Realistically, she got plaques on the wall over there. Plaques on the wall. Shouldn't the plaques be behind us so you can, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, that's...
This is the argument. He's saying the plaque should be behind me to show that I've done the work. For me, when I open my mouth, I've shown I've done the work.
I mean, the work speaks for itself, but at first glance, before you even speak, it's there. As soon as they see the thumbnail, it's there. Like, we gonna smack you in the face with it. We gonna show you that, but then she gonna talk that talk like she already talked to y'all. She puts y'all up on game. She interacts with y'all. She engages with y'all. It's there. Let's just put it there.
So since we got brought this in front of family, how many of y'all think I need to have my plaques behind me showing that I'm educated?
No.
Or are we good with the fake sunshine? Because I'm really good with the fake sunshine.
The fake sunshine is nice.
The fakes, okay, so it really does matter. There you go, Darlene. Always going against the grain. You can't never just go with what I'm asking. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, see, I'm sorry. See, I got sarcastic. I apologize.
You was
He
on
right.
my
Nikki,
side.
what?
Man.
Nikki on your side. Give them the black excellence.
Thank you. The epitome of black excellence. You see it. She took the time to get licensed to do this stuff so that when she talk to y'all know it's legit. And when she talks, you know it's legit. But show the credentials.
Did y'all credit score go up when I taught y'all how to boost your credit score? I'm legit. Too legit. Okay.
So.
Hey, too legit. But anyway, so and one thing else you'll notice is that for some reason, I didn't realize this till I was getting me some water, that my team is all males. I didn't realize that.
Yep.
My team is all males. So behind every great woman, you're getting educated, don't matter. Because they discredit black people, especially black women. I think you should, just for the kicks. Okay. So next week, it's not going to be this week. Next week, to show I got it. Okay.
Not this week.
So next week, not this week, next week, because I got to do a whole different setup. I got to make it purdy. Not pretty, purdy. So next week, we'll give it a test run. Mm-hmm. And we'll, as always, your opinion is what matters. So it will be a Your Opinion Count survey. And we'll do it that way. Okay? Okay. So for those who are owning a business, so Rod, Lord have mercy. I did not call the man Rod. And okay. His name is?
Roger Green.
Roger.
Captain Capo Grim.
I ain't calling him no Capo, nothing. Look. Capo is for the other side of the business. But when we writing them checks out, we make a page in the order of who?
Captain Grim.
Roderick.
Oh, that's my fictitious name. So I get the checks in that name too.
Speaking of fictitious names,
okay.
Why is having a fictitious name important?
Fictitious names are like when it comes to like authors, they have pen names, so that you can create something without someone actually knowing your real name. So, because in the entertainment industry, there can be outrageous fans. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, John Lennon was killed by one of his fans. So it's like sometimes it's kind of like just a stage name that you can also get paid in because you're doing business under that name. So it's almost like a DBA. Okay.
So, like, which is the other man that's behind me, my producer. He says it protects your identity, empowers your brand.
Exactly.
That's my producer. Who, if I can get him from behind the camera, as another genius. Trust me, this was pulling teeth. So to get the people from behind to come out front is damn near impossible. So, because it can directly link you to lawsuits, keep your personal separate from the brand. Okay, thank y'all. Okay, so also with that, so for example, I'm Latasha McDowell, right? My DBA is the Luxurious Life Realtor, right? So I do business as a Luxurious Life Realtor. But I also have my separate business, which is Latasha McDowell, INC. So, also, which the part that we did not talk about yet, we will get to the fact that he is an artist, a very well-known artist. But outside of his skill set in that arena, I use him for what I need. Like, maybe, now we're talking about the fact that you're an artist. Why don't I have a theme song?
You know, Justin was supposed to do that. We were talking about that the other day because, I mean, being that he is under your production team and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I just seen that it was best that he makes a track for you and then you put it on the intro, outro, and that's how we do it.
Okay, so for those who ever has been here before in the past, you guys know Justin. Justin is my executive administrator who will be leaving me, whom position will be open soon. Well, allegedly, he said he was going to school, and then he told me he wouldn't have time to do it. And then when I talk about hiring somebody else, then he gets an attitude, and then he back. I may need an assistant for my assistant. Yeah, don't
I
worry
ain't
about
nothing
it.
about that right there. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we gotta have a company meeting.
That's the main man. I
Right.
need him to be where he at.
Right. Right.
He helped get it done.
So Justin is the only person on earth who can talk to me the way I talk to other people and live. And y'all know I gotta jazz him out. So also let's talk about I wanted to ask you something. So okay, is it true, because you see different social media gurus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or alleged gurus. From your perspective, does it really matter how much you post a day? Or is it the content really matters?
It's both.
It's both?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha, sir. 2 minutes, that's all.
Basically, with how much you post a day that's basic marketing. Like people need to see you a certain amount of times to either familiarize themselves with you or to just tap in because of the algorithm.
Okay.
So you have to post a certain amount of times. But once you have a following like yourself, then it's just about material and making sure your content starts to get better and you can show growth. Once you start showing your people growth, you know what I'm saying, from a nice backdrop to an even better backdrop with her, you know what I mean?
The shade.
You just start showing the growth and you start showing the expansion of your brand, and that starts to gravitate more and resonate more with the followers and the supporters because they want to be a part of what you're building. That's why they're supporting it. So when you can show them the growth, they can be more, it's almost like direct to consumer without being direct to consumer.
You know, now that you've explained it that way, it makes sense to me. Because at first I was just being like, you know, what I have is what's working. Everybody knows it's like my signature thing. Okay, guys, we got to switch to one little other part. Because we're also going to stream. I came on TikTok first, but we're also going to stream it live on Facebook as well, this conversation. So, hey, Julie. Hi everyone, I'm Latasha McDowell, your local real estate expert here in Tallahassee, Florida. Tonight's guest is, oh nope, I started too soon, and now the countdown. Hi, I'm Latasha McDowell, your local real estate expert here in Tallahassee, Florida. My guest for this evening is
Captain Capo Grim.
And you are?
I am CEO of Aria Verde House LLC, co-founder of 420 Jet Fuel Studios, and also business consultant coach for Luxurious Life podcast, and your lovely host, Latasha McDowell.
Hello. Why can't get me? Okay, now I'm in the frame. So, what you guys came in on, we were talking about showing your growth through social media. We've been having a little conversation, to say it nicely, about my background. He feels like my background needs to be with. Oh, thank you, Pooh. Hey, girl. Sorry. The background needs to have my plaques and all this doodad and extra stuff. For me, I feel like, oh, that's not necessary because when I open my mouth, you know, obviously I'm talking about what I'm talking about. But what he explained was, repeat it again.
At the beginning, you know what I'm saying, it's about creating the content. But once you created the content, it's about, you know what I'm saying, showing growth and showing your supporters you're building the brand and they want to be a part of the brand. So when she start off with a backdrop like this, yes, she already has her followers. When she starts decorating the backdrop, putting up her actual plaques, her diplomas that show that she actually went through the legitimate, what it is, schooling. How long do y'all go to school for that? How long your course is for that?
For real estate school, I went to school for me, it took me 90 days. But besides real estate, you know, I also have my bachelor's in information technology.
Mm-hmm.
I also have my AA in what is it called? Digital marketing,
Mm-hmm.
which I just accomplished.
Okay.
And I'm a notary signing agent. I'm a non-attorney rep for Social Security Disability. And a bunch of other crap.
And all that need to be showed up right here. You feel me? Because she just took a long time to say that. We're just going to show it. And then she's going to get to talking what she need to talk about. So, it's like the backdrop, or not even just the backdrop, just showing elevation in your brand and what you're talking about, your scenery, your environment. It shows your supporters and it allows your supporters to engage with you on more of a business consumer level. So then you can really start reaching out, engaging with people who really want to help and who really want to change things. And then when you start weeding through the nonsense, it's just pretty much right there in front of you.
Thank you. Because at first I was really loving my little fake sunshine back here. But now that he actually explained it in layman's terms, it's like going to the doctor and seeing their credentials. Darlene, I thought we was on my side.
It is. When you walk into their office and you see that, it's like, all right, I'm willing to listen to what you got to say.
So, yeah, here we go. Also, I'm sorry, you guys. I started the live podcast without the introduction of my producer, which was Shady McShadens of me. Sir, please reveal yourself so everyone can know who you are, which is another strong African-American man that helps prop me up.
Exactly. You gave me the whole David Ruffman treatment, and I've been here since day one. You can't do this without me.
Be a fact.
So you gonna introduce yourself, or you gonna sit here and complain? What you gonna do?
Everybody, y'all already know who this is. This is the great CEO, Mr. Who They Want, DJ Big Dog behind Who They Want Entertainment LLC. Now y'all continue to enjoy y'all show.
Thank you for your kindness, sir, and thank you for providing a platform in which we can reach others and help educate them so they can grow their business, their brand, improve their credit, as well as their real estate desires. Well, did I kiss up enough?
You deserve it.
I kissed up enough?
We're good.
We're good? Okay. If you need me to lay it on some more, I can lay it on some more.
It's okay. You don't have to be
sure?
too thick. We're good.
I wasn't fake. I mean, I actually did say factual things. Now, if you want me to be fake...
No, I said too thick. You didn't have to put it on too thick. We're good.
Oh,
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm humble.
Too thick. Okay, well, you humble? You humble? You know I see your Facebook post, right? I'm just humble.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We gonna go.
I plead the fifth, and back to producer slide I go.
Smarty pants. So, as you can see, I am very, very grateful for my circle. My circle includes a lot of strong African American males, and this is important to me from the aspect of it's really important that children, young adults, see our African American men of all walks of life in different positions. Like, these are two separate gentlemen who are CEO, own their own companies, they're entrepreneurs. So it's not something that we get that gets the spotlight gets shined on a lot. You know, typically when they see our African American men in a certain light, like you see me here, all of them is professional, ha ha ha, rah boom boom boom, ha ha ha, and then you see him who is just the average Joe, right? But this man has credentials, right? He has credentials. So now, ironically, I met him through my husband. Ironically, which is another intelligent black man, which you guys know, he lifts me up. It's his shoulders I stand on. You guys know that. But it's important to see our men in different positions of authority and having diversity. You know, you don't always have to be in a suit and tie to be the captain of your industry.
I like that.
You don't.
I like that a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So here's a captain, aka captain, who's a captain of the industry. Mm-hmm. Like, he looks like each and every one of our kids, right? So doesn't your child want to see someone who looks like them in a position of authority? Not carrying a gun, not selling drugs, but who looks like them, but actually is a mogul in the making.
Appreciate it.
You know? So that's why it was not only for the things that he does for me personally, and if you think he gets too big for his britches, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere, y'all. I don't care who call. Hollywood, Oprah. He ain't going nowhere. I swear I climb on his back. Let's just let that be known. But it's important to me that we see us in different areas and different venues. It's important. So he's an integral part of my team. Like I said, he manages my video library. Like, cause y'all know, I be all over the place. Half the time I'm talking and then y'all be like, wait, what? What did you say? Cause I don't pre-script this. I don't. I'm pretty sure he wish I would.
Well, I'm just saying. We talked about that too.
Wagwan. I'm pretty sure, he would probably prefer if I pre-scripted. I'm gonna try. I'm lying. I'm not gonna even try. But my intent be good. But sometimes things just pop in my head, and I'll be like, "Ooh, I forgot to tell y'all." So, "Ooh, I forgot to tell y'all this." We're gonna divert for a second.
Go ahead.
Okay. So you guys know that I partnered with a company to do credit disputes for you guys, right? What I did not know that I learned today in my training, yesterday in my training, was that not only does this company help with credit restoration, they also help with having trust and wills. Like us as a people, we don't really do trust. We don't really do wills. We probably even know what a trust is. So if you're purchasing a home, a trust is an account that's set up that directly says who gets what without having to go through probate. Probate, everybody's like, oh, I'm going to write a will. When you write a will, you still have to go through probate court, which is extremely expensive and extremely frustrating. And I know this from firsthand because my dad passed in September and I still haven't gotten everything together. But had he put it in all his stuff in a trust, all his assets, property, his home, all that stuff, had that been in a trust, and he directly said in the trust, this goes to Latasha, this goes to this child, this goes to that child, this goes to that child, we could have skipped that whole process and that whole financial portion of hiring an attorney who charges $300 plus a damn hour. Sorry, I might have seemed a little bitter, but we could have skipped all that had he gotten a trust. So the company I partnered with, you can click the link in my bio. If you are purchasing property, I'm not going to just tell you that's something that you need to do. I'm going to beg you to do it. The moment that you close on your property, please take care of your affairs. If COVID hasn't taught us anything, it's definitely taught us to take care of our affairs. Okay? Because we have other people who are left behind to clean up our mess. You getting hot? You can turn that ceiling fan.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, from someone who's going through it right now, and y'all know I'm very transparent. Very transparent. Don't do it to your family members. Take care of it. It is literally nothing but a pen and paper. My first home was in probate and it took 8 months to complete. Sometimes it takes years. Yes, sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes years. It does. Because there's so many pieces and parts. And then what if you have a family member who didn't do nothing, didn't take care of that family member, didn't contribute, but want to come around at the end with their hand open and just cause a massive amount of confusion. They want to contest the will. They want to do all this kind of foolery. But if you had a trust in place, it wouldn't be an issue. Okay? So, if for nothing else, I want you to go to that site and check that out. Okay? Even if you don't have property. If you have anything, it's important that you have your affairs in order. They wanted more money from the executive, right? Like I'm the executive of my father's estate, and there's 6 of us, and not all 6 of us are wonderful people. I'm just being honest, right? And I'm sure you have some wonderful family members too. But that's okay. I digress. That's something like which he probably can't stand, that in the middle of a whole thingy, I'll be like, oh, squirrel.
No, because he dropping jewels, so I can't be mad at it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure out how to just like chop that little segment, and then we gonna do like advertisement. You dig? And then we gonna get back to what she was really talking about. You know what I mean? Like that's the goal. That's what we taking y'all. So y'all already know about it. So y'all stay tuned so you can see the growth.
Right. Right. Not even the Queen's family is righteous. Right. So hey, that's that. So back to social media. So when you see, like, okay, a lot of people may sell the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, well, you need to carve it out because you're an individual and you're different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can use me for an example. There's a lot of real estate agents on social media,
Okay.
right? So what would you suggest? Because I always tell people be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys are amazing. Congrats to you and your compliments. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Love the roses. I would buy me some fresh flowers today.
Sure.
But anywho, so what would you say, or what would you suggest for a person to do to differentiate themselves from everybody else in the market?
Be yourself, but be brutally realistic with what your budget is. Because don't go too hard at trying to impress the audience. You got to be yourself, but you got to make sure you give them the content. Like you're giving them the knowledge, you're giving them the products or whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If, for example, what you say in real estate, is more so when I buy a house or if I'm thinking about buying a house, I want to buy a house from someone who knows like, okay, you wanna create a family in this house, you just being a bachelor in this house, what you trying to do. And then that person knows how to actually get that done. So it's like you want to feel a part of it. If I feel like someone's just doing this because of my money, it don't feel genuine. You want to deal with genuine people. So genuinely be yourself, but be brutalistic with what your budget is so that you can convey that, even through products or just through your content in which you're making to get the supporters or get the customer.
For me, my favorite now, as a consumer, my favorite TikToks and my favorite IGs and YouTube stuff is always the Dollar Tree stuff. See, if you go to Dollar Tree and you done paid $5 and you done built a damn Mercedes Benz, those are my favorite. And they're my favorite because you are showing me how I can produce something amazing on a budget. That's what captivates me.
I never thought of it that way, but definitely.
That's what captivates me.
I guess that's just in its simplicity form.
Yeah. Wait, did you just call me simple?
No, I wouldn't dare do that. But it's just, you want to break everything down to its simplest form because that's going to be the easiest way to, you know what I'm saying, accomplish what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Set milestones for yourself, you know what I mean? And then try to reach these 30, 60, 90, and then be yourself. Because once it's easy to be yourself. It's hard to be somebody else. Because you got to figure out their whole makeup, what they do, why they do it, all that type of crap.
The imposter syndrome.
Yeah, and so you're going to eventually mess up. And that's when you get exposed. So if you be yourself, then what can you expose me of? Everything is genuine. You know what I mean? So that's the real epitome of it. And that's why people use words like organic. Because you want people to feel like it's genuine, it's natural, it's not something that's forced.
Another thing that I love on guys, that messed me up. It didn't mess me up on TikTok. I think someone called. So let's see. Producer. My producer. I don't want to leave. Okay.
Do not disturb.
I know. He straight up. He done ghosted on me. Okay, so let's do this. He gonna be like, what happened? Okay, yeah. So let's go back. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties on our live because we're also streaming on Facebook. But the thing that I love, another thing that I love is, for me, I don't care how many people may make the same thing. The videos that I love, there's another video there's a couple of different ways I like when people advertise. I love to see you make your product. I love to see you make your product. Not that I'm trying to recreate it, because I promise you I can't. And I'm not going to even try. Y'all, I tried to paint and it was an epic fail. Epic fail. But to watch you guys talk about watch and listen to you talk about your passion, that makes me feel like when I purchase it, I'm getting a piece of you, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like when I know that, oh, okay, she went out and he went out, or they did this and they poured this and they did that and they measured that. Well, look, wait, they weighed some flour. Like, and when y'all do like the day in the life of a person, I, as a consumer, I'm like this. Because I want to know, right? And when I watch you accomplish it, and if I've identified a piece of me in you, then you make me feel like I could do it too.
Exactly. And that's the whole key to it, making the people feel like they're part of it. Because a lot of people say they can do music, and a lot of people can do music. I mean, but are you going to be successful at it? I mean, my job is not to make you feel like you can't do it, but you also got to be real. Like, are you going to be successful at it? And that's with anything. Like, even when I make my merch, my TikTok, I use my TikTok for just
merch is
making
merchandise.
Oh, well, yes.
We don't use internal jargon around here.
Okay, well, when I make my merchandise, that's really what I use my TikTok for. Like, I'm trying to recreate commercials. I make my own commercials, and I'm glad she said that, because that's really what I'm tapping into. Because like people who want to purchase, I want them to feel like they're a part of it. They get to see me do it. They get to see me make my shirts. They get to see me make my rolling trays, my ashtrays, anything. Honestly, I'm making dominoes and chessboards now. So it's like taking it up, just letting everybody see the expansion of the brand.
Okay, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
Yeah. I don't think you is.
It's too. Hold on, still. Still. I know. You ready? Hold on. We gotta remove Stu. It's Stu too early.
So I think we might have lost our live feed on YouTube, but not YouTube. Where are we on? Facebook. So
Facebook.
I'll try it again. You think I got enough notifications? Jeez and Pete. So can you hear us now? Can you hear me?
No.
No. So, anywho, guys, it's really important to me that you guys actually succeed, right? Which is why I have him here. I don't have him here just to talk about, oh, this is what we do. No, I want you to have some insight on what you can do, right? Y'all know me. I might be real jazzy at the mouth, real slick. You might want to be careful with a post or two with me. But you know, my heart's in a good place. And I always want what's best for you all, right? So, and I actually go through y'all pages, believe it or not. And with some of you, I actually do place orders, right? Because I am, hey, this is me. I have 100K plus of y'all, right? On TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on what? Patreon.
Facebook.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
IG, Twitter.
I'm on Twitter. Well, damn, what am I on? I feel like a whore. Anyway.
We're going to find everything to put you on.
Everything.
We're going to bring in the funds.
But here's the thing. It's important to me that I promote you. Right? Somebody has to go first. And I'm okay with going first. But when you go first, you have to know how to reach back. Right? You have to know how to reach back. I love when y'all send me stuff because when y'all send me stuff, then I just got an email saying I'm clear to close for tomorrow. Anyway, when y'all send me stuff, not that, oh, I'm getting it. If y'all notice, I open it on live because I want everybody to experience it. I want everybody to have that moment. That's why I talk about it's important for your packaging. It's important. It's important how you package your stuff. Because if you're sending it to someone like me, I'm doing it on live. You don't know what kind of exposure can come from that. Right? When I tell y'all, if I see y'all name and I see that y'all have a business and I tell you to DM me so I don't forget who you are so I can go to your page, that's because I'm looking to see how I can bring you out. You know? This isn't all about Tosh. Right? I want y'all to have your house. I want y'all to have your business. I want y'all to have passive income. I want your kids to be educated. I want for you to be educated. I want your family to be the next Kennedys or the next Royals. I want you to be all that and then some. I want you to have everything you ever dreamed of. I want you to accomplish every goal you ever even passed your membrane. You know, I don't care if you were sitting in your Pinto and you saw a Bentley next to you and you say, I want that Bentley one day. If I can help you get that Bentley, I'm going to help you get that damn Bentley. Okay? And all I'm going to say is, let me take a ride in your Bentley. Let me get my stunt on. That's how I operate. Okay? Which is why I have this genius here today. It would be selfish of me to keep him to myself. And I could have did that just fine and sleep real good. But I want your brand to grow, right? I want you to know that you who selling earrings, you who make it resonant, like I didn't even know you made resonant stuff. Like what's that about? You holding on me? Like what's up?
No, I just, you know what I'm saying?
Like I play chess.
I ain't got time to be. I mean, I help other people promote. I don't really promote myself like that. Like, I just let my art speak for itself because that's really why I do it. Like,
but if we don't see your art, how we know it's speaking?
Because it's speaking.
Sign language.
I do my little numbers. My little modest numbers.
Your little What's your page so we can go be nosy?
I'm at Capo G850 on Twitter. At Capo G850 on Instagram.
Let's type that up.
Capo Grim on Facebook. On YouTube, Captain Capo Grim. On any DSPs, you can just go to Captain Capo Grim.
What the hell DSP mean?
Digital streaming platform. Spotify, YouTube, Tidal, iTunes. I'm on them all, but you can put in Captain Capo Grim. And honestly, if you just want to Google me, just type in Captain Capo Grim and all of that will pull up what I just named.
First of all, the mendacity for him to say just Google me.
I mean, I was just saying,
You
like,
heard the bag. You heard him, coach.
You
it's
He
heard
just,
said
him?
just Google.
it's just
He said Google him. You heard him?
search engine
Absolutely.
optimization. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
When I
saying.
put
We're gonna
my
kill all
name in,
that. You
I
know how it
pull
work?
up.
You talk about let's
Yeah.
tighten that up. Like he was going through. I'm up there like you got a
Look,
flashback like three, four spaces.
I just put Capo Grim and left right there. But hold on. First of all,
Exactly.
you said something really important.
Mm-hmm.
Search engine optimization.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Go.
That's organically reaching people, right?
Yes.
And when you do your search engine optimization, Google is critical.
Mm-hmm. Well, all search engines are critical. It's more so like if you type in someone's name on Yahoo or any, you know what I'm saying, actual browser platform, that's if whatever you type in is supposed to come up, or whoever you type in is supposed to come up. So if you haven't optimized the search engines, when someone types in your name or someone types in your brand, your platform, whatever, it's not gonna you might end up being on page 3, page 4, but how often do those pages get shown, clicked on? You know what I mean? So I say that because like when you type in my name, I'm going to be the whole first page.
Interesting.
The whole. The whole.
The whole first page.
You heard him.
I put in the work to do so.
The whole
Respect.
first page. So when we want ourselves to be out there organically,
Mm-hmm.
right? And organic is different from pay per click. You can pay Google whomever
Anybody.
per click, and you can buy certain keywords. Okay.
Right.
So if in case the audience didn't know that, if you're promoting your product, we're gonna go back to organic in a second because sometimes I feel like people don't understand what pay per click means, and people may not understand what it is to buy certain keywords, right? Like for my area, if I wanted to buy a realtor, Google actually has a chart to tell me how much I would have to pay for the word realtor. Now think about how much I would have to pay for realtor. How many realtors there are? Okay. And when I'm paying for the word realtor, I'm not going to end up in the actual search part. I'm going to end up in the ad. How many of us scroll past an ad? I do.
All the time.
All day. So when you want to have to be utilized in the search engine optimization and you want to organically appear, if you are using something like Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and y'all sleeping on Pinterest. Y'all know y'all live on Pinterest, but y'all sleeping on Pinterest. So when you are on Pinterest and you making a pin, or you on Facebook, or you are on Instagram, you need to use what they call the alt text. Now this is some free. If you don't write nothing else down, this is some free game right here.
Give it to them.
This is some free game. Okay? This is some free information to boost yourself in the social media world. To boost when they do a search that they find you. You need to use what they call keywords.
Yep.
Now, because I'm on both my things, I can't tell you what the app is. But there's an app out there. I guess I'm going to have to do a TikTok on it or a YouTube channel. A YouTube video about it. Don't let me forget. About using alt text. Right? It's like the background. It's like the shadow that when you put a search, you put something in the search, that boom, you're going to come up because you've been associated with that word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when you are actually promoting your business, okay, let's say you're a driver in North Carolina. In your alt text, you're going to use the phrase driver in North Carolina, right? That's just going to be one of the many ones that you're going to use. Okay? Then you can break it down to driver. You can break it down to North. You can break it down to Carolina.
Also,
You can break it down road. What else?
just to feed off that, like, it's also keywords, but in social media, it's hashtags.
And
you
hashtags.
put enough hashtags that are relevant to you, you know what I'm saying, relevant to what you're doing, and that starts a chain reaction. And then you start, those keywords start to trend with your name or association with your brand. And that's how you start to really build that search engine optimization.
And let me tell you what I was sleeping on in the beginning. When I said sleeping, I mean not paying attention to. I was forgetting to do my own damn hashtag.
A lot of people do.
Okay?
A lot of people do.
You're a hashtag. Whatever your business is, hashtag pretty feet. Hashtag prototype. Hashtag international. You're a hashtag.
And you know, it was funny because I sent you that picture when I actually went on TikTok and I just went to, I searched hashtags realtor, hashtags this, and then I screenshot it and sent it to you because like, yo, these hashtags are getting like millions and billions of views. So put that hashtag on your stuff because there's billions of people who are
you
just.
text me that?
I sent you a picture. See, it probably went to Justin.
It probably went to Justin.
Yeah, but
So that's why he been fussing at me about hashtags.
Yeah.
So this is a cool.
No. I mean, we supposed to do our job. That's what we're doing. So, like, you can actually research hashtags for whatever it is you're doing. Like, if you're doing, like I say resin or epoxy. If you're doing a clothing line, you can hashtag clothing line and see they'll bring you a whole list of words that are hashtags that are associated with that. And you just start finding the ones that, you know what I'm saying, resonate with your brand or resonate with what you're doing. And start the process of creating the optimization so that you can be, you know what I'm saying, either on that first page or at the top of the second page. You know what I mean? You just want to start being seen because that's how you get exposure.
So, search engine optimization. So when you are here's what I would suggest that you do. I was gonna say what you need to do, but what I would suggest that you do. Okay, when you are posting on social media, use your hashtag. Now, Instagram has changed their algorithm. So you know how you used to can put like up to 25 hashtags. You really nowadays you don't need any more than 6 or 7. And actually, if you pay attention on TikTok, the less hashtags you have, the more you trend. You have to have relevant hashtags. Because if you get a clientele, okay, if you get a clientele or people start following you just because you have one video that went lit, they're not going to come back and watch the rest of your stuff. After 2, 3, if it's not the same quality of that last one, they're not going to come back and you're going to have low views. So if you're going to have an audience, your audience needs to be relevant to your actual product or relevant to your niche. That way they'll come back every time. They'll be sitting on the edge of their seat. What do you have next? What's the next thing? If you're selling perfume and they're like, oh, last week that was a citrusy scent. I wonder if this week is going to be something more fruity pebble. You know, you have to actually operate within your realm so that way you can get loyalty. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, for example, okay, let's just use my producer for a second, right? He has other artists, although we the best. We the best. Let that resonate for a second. We the best. And it is what it is. And I stand 10 toes in it.
Stamp.
We the best. And that's for my other co-hosts. Get your game up. We the best. You're not pulling no weight like this. You're not pulling no weight like this. Okay? We out here educating the people. We out here making a difference. One video at a time. See, we may entertain, but more importantly, we educate. We the best. Just thought I'd let you know. And I move on. So, it's important that you do exactly what I said. That you educate the people. Right? Okay, so I'm going to go off a controversy. Ooh, rah, 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 sis, boom, bye. That's only so long that shit gonna last. It's you may get their attention, but you're not gonna keep their attention.
It was funny. We was having a talk about that other in the studio, and it's like, I don't want to sound old, but in my day, trolling was called being lame, and it's like, I don't know, like, how long do they expect that to last? When you have something real, it can last forever, but that like you said, that clout chasing and all that. Just even okay, break it back to business. Even if you're using hashtags because they work, but they don't actually resonate with what you're doing, you're gonna get people watching you for the wrong reason. Hence, on what you say, your viewership is gonna go down because people were watching you because they thought they was gonna see this. That's what the hashtag was sending them to. So if you're not using a hashtag that's relevant to what you're doing, as you say, citrus. Let's say citrus candles. You got citrus candles in your hashtags. If people are clicking on that hashtags, that's what they want to see. They don't want to see you doing shirts.
Right.
You know what I mean? So next time, yeah, you might have got a lot of views on that first video, but the chance of them coming back is because you know what I'm saying. Now it's not really, it's not real. Right. It's clickbait. It's trolling. It's you know what I'm saying. It's lame. Right. I don't even want to dabble with that. Like, I want to deal with real genuineness.
Right. And when you have someone engaged in your product, you know what that means? That's a purchase, which turns into revenue. Here's a fact. A person has to see something a minimum of 5 times. 5 times before they decide to purchase. And people connect with things.
Hold on. Not to cut you off. At the beginning of this, you asked, was it important to put up content on a consistent basis for people to see you? And you just answered
I just answered my own question.
Exactly.
See how we vibe, y'all? See how we vibe? He ain't going nowhere. Now, if you want his services, he's available for hire. But call me first. Because what you're not going to do is get in my damn way. Now, I'm going to put up his information. Okay? I will not be selfish. I cannot stunt his growth for my own personal being. No, I will not. So I will give his information. At the end, please know, if I ever call this man and I get sent a voicemail or I get a damn text message that he on the phone with another client, trust and believe it's going down.
Me and producer already talking about linking up. We already talking about creating our own pod.
Hold up. What you mean? So y'all right here got some side stuff going around?
No.
It's just business, nothing personal.
It's business? This is the second person I brought on the show you to try to steal.
Who I tried to steal?
Jared.
I did not. Somebody emailed me because they caught the show. What am I do with Jared? Nothing. Insurance, it comes and goes. No disrespect.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
She brought it up, exactly. The look on your face is priceless.
Indeed.
Well, it's nice to know my men are loyal.
Big facts.
Exactly.
We just sat here and told you.
Where we gonna go? Nowhere.
You're damn right you ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
Her?
You're gonna sit your ass right there. You're gonna come on these lives when I tell you to. You're gonna do a knowledge dump and you're gonna go your ass back in the background. They're coming to see me.
I'm the one producing the podcast.
They ain't coming to see you, Otis. They're coming to see me.
I don't know that man in the back playing the guitar. Might have to eat the cake on him, man.
Can you see that everybody is just as silly and retarded as I am? But anyway, so it's important that you actually do create an audience that is actually going to support you and are going to be vested into you and more importantly, vested into your vision. Okay? So people, number one lesson, people aren't buying your product. People are buying you. Okay? Y'all may come here for the knowledge, but at the end of the day, you can find this anywhere. You come here because you might like my humor, you might like my sarcasm, you might like the peanut gallery. But at the end of the day, you want your brand to be successful based off your clientele whom is interested in your product. Because hey, hey, where you been? Where you been? Y'all know I have squirrel moments. Sorry. You good? You good? Oh, thank you, babe. But it's important that if you're going to have content, that your content is relative to your brand, right? Stay on target. If y'all notice, I don't jump on every trend because every trend doesn't apply to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't play every song because every song doesn't match my brand. Okay? It has to match my brand. And if you notice, don't do that. I'm focused, okay? Don't do that. That's not Christian. That's not Christian. And I done told y'all about correcting me in front of damn people. I done told y'all about that. You could have sent me a DM. You did not have to put it in the comments. I done told y'all when we got company to act accordingly. Don't get your ass blocked. Hey, Linda. Don't get your ass blocked. I make that your last damn time. I done told y'all before. When we got guests, and I'm streaming on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
we don't embarrass me in front of company, okay? You send me a DM, you text me, or anything else.
See?
You don't put that shit out in public.
And that's why people tune in, because they love your personality.
Point well proven.
I'm okay. I can be corrected. That's what I'm saying. You can tell me my slip hanging. It's okay to tell me my slip hanging. But you ain't got to be, yo, Tosh, your slip hanging. You tap me on my damn shoulder.
Handful.
Do it again. I dare you to do it again. Do it again. All right, Linda, they've gotten all the entertainment they're going to get. I'm finished. But do it again. I got one more damn time to embarrass me in front of company. You know I raised you better than that. I done raised you better than that. I sit over there and act like you got some damn manners. You late. It's okay. What we're talking about, the question is, for those who joined in mid-podcast in the middle of my rant, first of all, y'all know I'm hooked on phonics, so I act like it's new. Number one. Number two, y'all know I ain't got the good sense God gave me, so I don't act like that's new either. Number three, face the corner. You right. Face the corner. What we're talking about is building your brand via social media. With my social media guru,
Captain Capo Grim.
and my wonderful producer,
Who they want? DJ Big Dog.
who allows me to have a piece of his pie in his organization to let me speak to the masses. And I humbly thank him.
You're very welcome.
But do know we the best. Moving on. So for me, as a consumer, when it comes down to your business, and I'm going to use for an example, since I see that she's here, Created in Hope. And I told her this before. Created in Hope. Oh, wait, no, she asking, is it bad to have a business social media and a personal social media? No, you should have them separate. Like church and state, you should have them separate. If you notice, I have different Facebooks, right? I have my personal Facebook page, which for some reason y'all keep picking that one. Then I have Luxurious Life Realty, which is primarily my real estate. And then I have Latasha McDowell Incorporated, which pretty much houses everything else I do in regards to teaching, coaching, mentoring, all that stuff.
That
Eventually,
Patreon.
and Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to Patreon.
Yep.
Because I have not been telling y'all to subscribe to Patreon because I forgot. Patreon. subscribe to Patreon. Spell it for him.
Where my phone at?
Why I dreamed we was gonna have this moment. This is deja vu. I know I was going. This is a deja vu
Ain't no
moment.
problem. I got it right here.
Patreon.
This is what I pay all this money for. Right here. Patreon.
Anywho.
Patreon.
Anywho.
Patreon.
Patreon. Patreon. Patreon.
.com.
And on Patreon, there's exclusive content. That's not on Facebook. That's not on Instagram. That's not on TikTok. Right? So, and on Patreon, in the future, I'm going, in case I didn't let you know, I'm going to have a seminar, really a webinar on bankruptcy and how to dispute bankruptcy. That's going to be coming soon. That'll be in August. Also, in the event, since I'm doing announcements, go ahead and just put it all out there, which he didn't know about either. So I need you guys to actually send me your information, meaning click the link in my bio. There's a portion where you can keep in touch. What I'm doing is beginning in September 1st, I'm starting a newsletter. The newsletter is going to have credit tips. It's going to have real estate information. It's going to have social media content on how to grow your business. Each and every member of my team, will contribute. Did you catch that when I say each, sir? So did you get it? All right.
I got it.
So did you catch it?
I called it.
Okay. Each and every member of my team will have a blurb about their particular area to help you. And the best part about it is you're going to contribute too. Cricket's right. You're going to contribute too. So I will have you all. I will tell you the topic, and I want you to submit your blurb too. Right? Because this is as much as for me as it is for you. I'm going to do my thing. Right? But I also want you to do your thing. So if you are in the process of buying a home and you have already purchased a home and you want to talk about your experience, boom, please share. If you're in the process of empire building, because we don't build businesses, we build an empire. Okay? We are empire builders. That's what we do around here. Okay? So if you're in the process of building your empire and you want to discuss your experiences, because guess what? We're all building this empire. So you may have a situation at Shed Lights that could help me, and vice versa, I could possibly help you. So this will be the place that we collaborate. And also, there's also going to be a section on here where we will highlight different businesses. So it's just not going to be about real estate. It's not going to be about music. So he don't realize he got two different hats. He got to talk about the social media business aspect of it, and he got to talk about the music aspect of it, right? Justin's going to have his part where he talks about the administrative part of it and about his area of music as being an up-and-coming artist. I'm going to use, for example, again, I'm going to call out Linda, which is Created in Hope. She's going to tell us her challenges, for example, about being a mother, a wife, and establishing a business. And she got young kids, y'all. So she have a different perspective. And if you are trying to establish your business while working full-time, being a nurse, or a security guard, like, we need to tell things from each other's perspective, because guess what? We all don't have to have it rough. You could have crossed the bridge that can keep me from going in this turmoil, right? I can tell you, how it is to start a business, being a third wife with 9 stepkids. How many people can tell you that damn story? So we're all going to contribute, right? Here's my friend who's going to be able to tell you about producing with his life challenges. And I'm not going to tell you what his life challenges are, because his story is freaking phenomenal. right? His story is phenomenal. We all have had some type of situation that may have thought that our story was going to end, but in reality, it was a freaking plot twist. It was a plot twist. So this newsletter is going to be for all of us. It's going to be for all of us. Hey, husband. My husband said, what up, wifey?
What up, cuz? What up, cuz?
He's my husband. I told you I met him through my husband. He's my husband's cousin. That damn Terrence McDowell keep just contributing. Every time I get ready to fire that ass, he come up with something great.
I had nothing to do with that one, cuz.
Every time. Every time I get ready to fire that ass, here he come. Boom. Greatness. What if you aren't a social media person? Oh, that's my sister.
I'm not a social media person.
Hey, mom.
But with that being said,
son.
you just gotta create content that I guess doesn't have you in it. So, more of the product that you're trying to put out, either more.
He said, "Rod finally smiling."
Yeah, I don't really smile. You know how it go. But either content that it shows the brand or the product. So depending on what you're doing, if you don't want to be the face of it, that's why they have models and all the other stuff to be the face of it. I mean, it's even in hand. They have hand models. If you have jewelry, if you don't like, you don't have
All
to
right,
be the face of
Julie.
your brand. You
We'll
don't have to be
see
a
you
social
later,
media person.
baby. We love you. Stay safe at work. Have a good evening. We love you. So sorry. My family was telling me, I squirrel moments and I like to interact because that's my family. I love y'all. Okay, moving on. But okay, like that was actually my sister who asked that question.
Okay.
Now, ironically, here's a funny. My sister will not go on social media on her own. But that half will be on every damn live I got in her house. And the whole funny part about it is when we are just being free and interacting with one another, like we have a good time. Everybody who's watching contributes. Like we had a whole hour and a half long show. Don't post that on social media, by the way.
Okay.
About halftime is okay. Holla at you later, husband. The whole show was Mom was a good hope. And it was pretty much, she was a good hope. Now, we never said the other word. We said hope. But it was comical because so many other people were able to chime in and talk about different things that their parents did. Darlene was here. Different thing that their parents did to put food on the table. I don't get me twisted now. My mom wasn't out here hoeing on the street. I'm just going to put it out there. But we had a lot of uncles.
Why you gotta throw the uncles into the bus like that?
I'm just saying.
You got aunties too.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But in that situation, my sister was in full bloom. But the moment I tell her she needs to talk about her talent, she glows up. It's amazing to me. Like, my sister has a beautiful voice. She will never sing in public. She will, if she had to sing in public, her eyes are going to be closed. And she sounds like a songbird. She draws better than Leonardo da Vinci. She sews better than any tailor. When I tell you this girl, oh my, I don't know if you saw the picture of my husband's linen suit that she made for our anniversary. She made me a linen dress. The dress was nice, but my husband's suit, y'all, that thing was cleaner than the Board of Health. And if you're from New Orleans, you'll understand that phrase.
I'm going to an all-white party in Chicago. I might need some linen.
First of all, regular people just say we're going to an all-white party. Did he say he went to an all-white party in Chicago?
Yeah. I'm a Florida boy. We don't really, you know what I'm saying? Up north is a bigger deal for us. Any part up north is a big deal.
First of all, people I wasn't even talking about what was a big deal. Not I was saying how much everybody else
said.
No.
That's like my credentials. Like,
right. Everybody else just said,
Yeah,
well, I'm
throw them
going to an
credentials out
all-white party. He said, I'm going to an all-white party in Chicago.
Yeah. Let's put my credentials up. Let them know. I ain't just local.
We out here.
Coast to coast,
Club
baby.
Pit Duty
From the third coast to the north coast.
At first,
certified.
I said he was modest. Obviously, he proved me wrong.
I have my times.
Of course.
I have my times.
You need to hook up with my sister. Okay, so my sister is phenomenal. I remember. I digress for a second, y'all. Y'all know I have squirrel moments. I remember my nephews were kids when they were small, and she would make their clothes whereas you can flip it inside out and it'd be a whole different outfit. Like one side would be corduroy and then the other side would be some kind of print.
She make
So
reversibles.
yeah, she make thank you. That's what I couldn't think of, reversible. And when I tell you, my nephews be the cleanest things at church. They would be clean. When them little red boys would walk down the aisle at church, and y'all know we stunt hardest at church. Y'all know we stunt hardest at church.
That's when you gotta bring out your dapper dance.
Boss lady, with all due respect, I gotta prep for 8:15. Go ahead. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. We've been on here for an hour plus. So go ahead and give me your information finally.
Captain Capo Grim. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, Deezer, did I say TikTok? You can actually play my music on TikTok and on those other social media platforms as well. Just type my name in when you go to music, or you can just search me and find me and see what we're doing because we got a lot more coming for y'all.
Captain
Capo
Grim.
Grim.
CAPO.
Yeah, heard.
Captain Capo Grim. GRIMM. Okay?
No, GRIM.
Okay, sorry. Y'all know I can better spell my damn name. Don't hold that against me. Captain Capo, CAPO Grim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, besides the music,
Yes.
he is a businessman that sister, I didn't thank you, Linda. Sister, I didn't need you to co-sign that, okay? I didn't need you to co-sign the fact that I can't spell. There was no need to co-sign that. Like absolutely none at all. Just saying. Anywho, did you laugh? Did you laugh? Okay. Right. Right. Moving on. So Captain Capo Grim. I'm also going to post his information on TikTok. And I want you to understand that who's laughing? My producer. Who I'm about to act like Ike Turner. I'm gonna fire that ass. He got one more snickle. One more. Did you snickle? Can't find good help nowadays. Anywho. So I'm going to post his information. Okay. When I don't make promises to y'all, first of all. But when I tell you that this man is a genius, when I tell you our first conversation was mind-blowing and so inspirational, and he's so supportive, and he does not blow sunshine. He tells you what it is. He does it very nicely and very mannerable, by the way. And if anybody realized I am a lot to handle, that's right, just smile. All right, I'm just checking. Before your ass get fired too. But it has really been a pleasure to work with him. I have really enjoyed this relationship. First of all, sister, I need you to co-sign. Your ass gonna get fired too. You got one more grants. You too. Okay? Everybody around here trying to get written up. Everybody.
I ain't said that.
Anyway, so I hope you guys learned something. If you want to reach out to him, I will have his information posted. Well, actually, I'm not going to post his information. He has access to all my media, so post your own damn information. So you can do a whole TikTok. Do it. Go be great. I trust you. I don't trust you, Mr. Producer Man. Right. I heard your ass laughing. I heard you on Switch Off. I heard you laughing. But anywho, just number one.
I don't recall.
Insubordinate asses. But anyway, so I promise you, he is. Hey, Bori. I promise you, he is the geniusness behind me.
Appreciate it.
So this is my business partner, my brand manager, my social media guru. That's who Harpo be. You know how Oprah said, Harpo, who that be when he brought the other woman home? This who Harpo is. So I ain't bringing another man home. It's actually the man cousin too, by the way. But anywho, so
I got you, cuz.
it's important that we take our brands seriously. And it's important that we surround ourselves with people who take us seriously, right? So I have him on my team, and I know he supports my dream. I have my smart ass producer that's streaming this on Facebook, who about to get his ass fired. So, you know, if y'all need a producer, he about to be unemployed. But
Can't fire me. Sole proprietor, baby. Sole proprietor.
I bet you my contract could get ripped up. How about that?
See, what I was saying was take your time and continue what you were doing.
Yeah, he said take your time. You know what I'm saying?
You took it all the way over there. He wasn't even trying to take
all
it
the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he fam. So, yeah, I do have a producer. The fifth producer. What? But with that being said, I graciously appreciate you guys for being here. Again, he will upload this on social media. And he will edit it and take out all the extra parts that I did too much on. So you guys will see me in a polished, professional manner. And again, I thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On tomorrow, we will be discussing business credit. You know, this is the theme for this week is business. So we'll be talking about business credit and how you really can obtain that $250K. A lot of people tell you that y'all can have $250K in credit, but they sure don't tell you how to get it.
That's fast.
Right? They tell you can have it, but they don't tell you how to get it. So tomorrow we will be discussing that at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To my live family, next week we will be having Miss Proctor will be returning, who is a loan originator. So for the live family, look forward to that. So if you have any questions about a home loan, please write those down and they'll be prepared next week. We will talk about that on my live, but on my Facebook live. But as far as my IG, I'm sorry. I never go live on IG. I'm working on that. But as far as my TikTok, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you. I thank you, sir.
No
You're welcome
problem.
back anytime.
Thank you.
And he'll post a TikTok.